Next, after this, we need to go in HTML folder. Here, for input element we have made already. Form 1, form 2, form 3. We have seen forms also some idea. We have gone through some input forms. Input form we have seen already, maybe in the previous classes. This is the example of that. This pages we have made. Okay. So no problem. Under the example 2 only, we have some more pages. Contact us page we can apply here kind of form input. Login page we can apply here. Register page here. So it will get revised that form related activity. So you will come to your input tag folder. That in not input tag folder, the same set folder only, and in that example 2 file we have followed, and header file we have followed as well. Register page, login page, pages are exist now. So here the pages are exist now. Login page, register page, this pages are exist. So what we can do, under the login page we can use the input tag. Under the register page we can use the input tag. Contact us form also we could use the input tag. It will be a revision of your input tags what we have seen in the last. So go to the your login page better. Login.html, that is a study file. We can open that file. Right now, after that, the main file was which file? Form 2 file was the main file. Example 2 was the main file. Not form 2. Okay. Inside that, the based on target your pages are loading here. Based on target the pages are loading. So we'll add some more content. Like input page will have input tag, output page will have output tag. This will look more meaningful. Then further next step will move on. So login page you have open that file. So this is yesterday pages whichever we have created. Hope it is working for everyone, or do I need to share the folder? Okay. Set. Working. Okay. Okay, working then for Tanmay or Tanmay. For Tanmay, this page is working, yesterday page, or shall I share a folder in the chat?
No, I was able to, yeah, make it work.
You are logging in the browser or Zoom app? How you are logging?
From Zoom app, sir?
Zoom app, not directly in the browser, no?
No, no.
Okay, then I will send you this folder in your chat because you logging late, so I'm not sure whether it's was working yesterday for you or not. So this folder I sent in the chat.
Yeah.
It once is it visible in the chat?
Yeah, I downloaded it, sir.
Visible.
Yeah, I can see it on the chat. Yeah.
Okay, chat. If you can see, then you download it
Yes.
and you can extract that. And in that folder only we have all the folders, all the files. You can continue that folder.
Yeah.
We'll be adding some more examples.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so login page is there in that same folder, set folder. Open that file and go here and follow one table. This table will be inside the form. This table will be inside the form. Table open, close, and keep inside a form. After that, action equal to maybe we can give a login check dot maybe JSP or PHP, anything. After that, method will be as a post. Method will be as a post. So what it says like you are going to create a login form. Inside the login form, whichever the details you are going to fill, after clicking on submit button, your all the input of your all the input of your form, all the input of your form will be submitted to this page called login check.php page and method will be post. I will guide what is that. Okay. Keep a line. Align to center. Fill padding equal to 10. Now come inside and follow one TR. Under the TR, you follow one TH. Right there, call email ID. Email ID. After that, write a TD. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to email. We can add and placeholder equal to enter your email ID. Input type equal to email, placeholder equal to enter your email ID. Next, after that, we can add one more field. Password. Input type equal to password. Enter your password. This text field should be little big size. For that, we'll apply the property called size. 35 would be okay. Here also size 35 would be okay. So it will increase little width of text box. It will increase the width of text box. Next, after this, we need to add one TR for action where user can click. TH was span equal to 2 button login. And here only after this button, we can insert one HR tag with color equal to red color and size equal to 1. Color red, size is 1. After that, href equal to register .html. We can write here new Ready? We can run this file. Not directly. You need to run the example 2 and click on login. This will appear here. Example 2, once we click, that page will appear here. Now from here only, from the login page itself, we can go to the directly registered. Okay, let's try this. Button we have given submit. Just type is a button we have open close. We can write inside type equal to submit. Type equal to submit. Type equal to submit. Now, once you click on login button, you can see once you click on login button, it will wait for the action page. But where? Within the form only, within this area only, within the middle section only, your header will not change at all. Footer also will not change. Within the middle section only, it will wait for the next page, the action page. If the action page found, then it will redirect here only. That meaning the middle section become a complete frame where you can do all the operation, whereas top, middle, bottom section will be completely fixed. It will not have any reloading kind of option. So it is once you click on submit button, it will redirect to this action page using the post method. Like your data will be secure and submitted to the action page. What are the input will go? Email will go and password will go. Both the input will be submit to this form. And this file will capture the email and password. After capturing the email and password for the next level of processing, the particular action file will do. This HTML will be responsible here to collect the input from user, email as a separate and password as a separate. Again, one more line will come here when the user is going to enter the email where it will store. We have to create a variable for that. So that is called here. Name equal to, suppose I'll write call my email. So what is the value of what is the use of the my email here? My email becomes a container. It's become a variable. Suppose if I enter my email ID xyz@gmail.com, that xyz will come and capture under the variable called my email. My email is a variable that is going to capture the email ID of the user. And once you click on submit button, login button, this my email variable will be sent to the my email variable will be sent to the action file. That is your login check.php. Login check.php file will receive the my email. Inside the my email, they will find the container. My email will be a container. Inside, they will find the email ID of user. The name is working like here is a container again to collect the input from the user. Again, we can create here a another example for my password. My pass. So my pass becomes another variable that is going to take the password from the user. That is going to take the password from user. Suppose I will enter my password 123. So 123 will store under a variable and variable name will be as a my pass. My pass will be as a variable where it will store the value as a 1 to 3, whichever is entered by user. And finally, once you will click on submit button, then my email and my pass, this both variable will be sent to login check page using post method as a secure method. No one can see the value anywhere. It will be completely secure. Okay. So hope this login file is ready for you. We can move for the next file. The next file, that is called register page. Hope this is completed. Open the register page. In that, we will add some more field. Like we can remove this heading and heading. And for this H1, we can keep a align colleges center. And again, we can add here some more input field. That all will come within a form tag. Form will have an action. Form will have an action. Save user dot php, and it will have a method called post. Okay, save user dot php, it will have a method called post. Now in this form, whatever the data we are going to fill, it will go to another PHP file. Just PHP file I have given as an example. It can be any file name where the data will go, and the data will capture by the backend language. And after capturing, they can store in the database, or they can do anything that depends on the further requirement. We will follow a table. This table will be based on align equal to center and cell padding equal to maybe 15 we can give. Now coming down, ETR, TH or full name, full name. Next will be for a TD. Input type equal to text. Placeholder equal to enter name. So in this, again, user is going to enter his name. So where he will capture. So for that, you have to use a name property and create a container for that. Like suppose fname. So here fname will become a variable that is going to receive the full name from the user. Coming down, next will be a tr. The tr will have a th, and it will be full name, then mobile number as a contact number, then will follow a t d here, input type equal to number, and placeholder equal to enter mobile number. Next, after that, we have to create one more variable here, name equal to my mobile. Name equal to my mobile. So my mobile become a variable where once the user will enter the any phone number, mobile number, that will store under the my mobile. Now come down, add one more field, tr, th, email id. We'll add one more th, td, input type equal to email, type equal to email, placeholder equal to enter your email id, name equal to my email. Name property, why we are following here? Because we wanted this value should go to the backend. This value should get submitted to the backend. So for that purpose, name property is required. Using name property, it is generating a container, it's creating a container. Property, let us check once. Register page, that particular page should appear here. Add some more tr in that. Th, what password, td. Inside the td, you will follow one paragraph to ask the password and one more paragraph to ask the confirm password. Input type equal to password, password, placeholder equal to enter password. You can add one more p tag here. P tag I have used so that it should break learn line. Enter confirm password. Password and confirm password. Okay, ready? Let us check now. Register also page came here. Password has two fields, password and confirm password. One after other, both got aligned properly. You can add one more here. In that here, we can add the date of birth. TH, date of birth. Date of birth. Let us go here, write one TD. Input type equal to date time local. Input type equal to date time hyphen local. Date time local. It will give you very good calendar. From there, we can, it will give a very good calendar. From there, we can get the proper date, time, AM, PM, everything. Date, time, AM, PM, everything. Date, time, local. Here, calendar is coming proper. Date, time, AM, PM, all. Year, date, month, AM, PM, everything. AM, PM, all we can select. We will have selected like this. Here also you can do a scroll up down. How we see in mobile phone? While selecting the date reminder, similar way. Let's see like this. Date and local. Next, after the date of birth, we can write a TR here, where we can select the gender of the user, male, female, TH, what is your gender? Or we can write here your gender. Your gender, ED we can apply here. We can keep inside. Input type equal to radio. Input type equal to radio. Input type equal to radio will give us the radio button, but that radio button will be, you can select multiple. That radio button you can select as a multiple. We can select as a multiple radio button. Now to make one radio button as a user can select only one, we have to apply the again name property. We have to keep here name as a common name for both. Radio button by default it will allow to select both, but our condition is person should select anyone. So for that we can use the name property. Name should be common name. Any name it can be, but value should be different. Value should be different. If a person will select the male, for him the male variable will be male, it will store under the gender variable. And if the same person select female, the variable name will be gender only, but the value will be different. The value will be different. The value will be different. Okay, let me run and see how that look. See, it will allow to select anyone based on that name property. So for radio button, if you are giving the common name, radio button will not allow to select more than one at any cost. Okay, now come down. Right below call hobbies. ATR. We can use the TH. Hobbies. It will have multiple TD. Input type equal to checkbox. Here also we'll give the name, common name only, hobby, value equal to, suppose given as a 1. Plain. One more checkbox, value as a 2, write in. One more checkbox, 3, value as a reading. 3 option we are given. In this also common name is common. You will find user have option, they can select one also, and they will select more than one also. User can select one also, user can select more than one also. So radio button, in the case of radio button, user can select only one, but in the case of checkbox, user can select more than one. Or user can select one also, user can select multiple also. We can go here and we can see user can select one checkbox, two checkbox, three checkbox. Any 1, 2, 3 they can select, all they can select, they cannot select also. But in the case of radio button, they can select only one. Name is common here, so that is the difference we have. If you are going to give predefined option to user, where out of multiple user can select only one. Example, when we go for the, you can say any kind of train booking, it will display multiple train name. In front of all, there will be radio button. At a time, we can select one radio button and it will display particular train details. Again, we can click second radio button, it will display the another train details. So multiple options are there, but user should select only one at a time. It happen in the case of radio button. But at same time, suppose you have multiple train list. If you want to see multiple details at the same time, you can provide the checkbox. In Flipkart, once you go, you will have a list of, suppose you click on the laptop category, multiple laptop will come. In the left hand side, there will be brand name. All will have a checkbox. When we select 3, 4 checkboxes, 3, 4 brands, now the product will come related to that brand only. So that is in the case of checkbox. If you want to give the predefined option to user where they can select multiple, then we have to follow the checkbox. If you are giving the predefined option to user where they can select only one, we have to give them as a radio button. Okay. That is a way here also it is the same. Come down. Next, add a select box. Drop down. We can write a TR. Then we can follow the TH also. In that we can write the city. ED select option choose. Choose your city. Next option. Next option. Next one more option. Save now. Check now how many options are coming. Multiple option will come where we have to specify a property called value. For first option, you can give as a value as a empty. Second option, you have to give some value. Let's suppose Bangalore we are displaying, and we want in backend also it should store Bangalore. Then value we can give as a Bangalore. Value equal to Mumbai. Value equal to Delhi. Now user will select any city from here. So how to pass to backend? So for select we have to give a name. Maybe my city. Assume a user has selected Mumbai. So what is the value of Mumbai? The value of Mumbai is Mumbai only. So Mumbai will store under the my city. Once you click on submit button, my city variable will go to the backend, where under the my city variable, the backend server will find Mumbai is stored. Mumbai will be stored under the which variable? My city variable. If we select Bangalore, the value of Bangalore is what? Bangalore only. So Bangalore will store under the my city. Hope ready. Save now. Let's look into the file again. So select option is coming. If you select anything, it will go here. From there, it will get passed. Not be according. Company will not change their interview schedule according to your availability. This is the second time they have sent the email. First time people have not attended the test. We requested to the company, HR and general managers give one more chance. They given the next chance now to attend. You are saying you are available 21st. That means you cannot attend. You can call on the same number after 10:30. Person will be available dedicated. Okay, let's go ahead. Next here, text area that is called message. TD, not message, it can be address. For multi-line input, we have to use an input element that is called text area. In the text area placeholder, we can add enter address, okay, ready. So this text area will come little a small box. The text area will come little a small box. We can resize it. Using the property called rows and calls. Using the rows and calls, we can resize that. So there is a property called rows. Rows will increase the height. Suppose I given it is 7, 8, 6, 7 calls equal to 35. Suppose it will resize the text area. It will resize the text area. Put ready, save now. Text area got increased. At last, we can add one checkbox for term condition and one submit button. TH. TD will be better because TD start from left side. Call span 2. It will cover the full width beginning to last. It will cover the full width beginning to last. And In that, you will give a input type equal to checkbox, value equal to maybe anything, agree. Then the property called name, anything you can write, TNC, term and condition. You have a property called checked. Checked. So this checkbox will be by default selected. This checkbox will be by default selected. Will be by default selected. We can write below, I am agree on terms and conditions. Checkbox will come by default, it will be checked. Checkbox will come by default, it will be checked. Let us see how that look in the browser. We can come down. Checkbox is here, by default is selected. Because of the checked property. We have applied a property called checked. Coming down, write an str. We will follow call T H. Call span to THY I have follow here. Here also we have call span to. Here also we have call span to. Both places we have call span to. Checkbox should start from left side. So we follow the TD. Button should be in the middle. So for that we are going to follow the TH. TH by default print in the middle. So we follow the TH. Button should come in middle. Now write a button. Keep here call register. Register. This button also you can write type equal to submit. You can follow the HR here. Color equal to red. Size equal to A. HREF equal to previous page. login.html. You can keep a text here. Registered. Go to login. Registered. Then create this. See how that look. Hope ready. Check now. Register button. Go to login will work. Go to register will work. Both are, but all are happening within the middle section. You can see. Let's complete this part. Okay, I hope the page is running. Looking similar or different?
Looking same, sir.
Yes, sir, it's working fine.
Okay, so our next step will be this all you saw HTML4 related forms, tables, hyperlinking. Okay, next after that we have called CSS. We will enter into the CSS from tomorrow. There we will learn how to combine the HTML and CSS. There again HTML is going to repeat. HTML will remain same. On the top of the HTML, CSS will come, and using that we can change the extra property value for the HTML. Let's suppose, for example, this design you have made as of now using the HTML frame set. In CSS also we have, so to do in HTML frame set, we required one header, info, header, 2, 3, 4 files we required, and one is the main file, example 2. Total 5 files we require to design this layout. Using HTML and CSS, only one file can design this all. No need to create the multiple files. In one file, we can follow the division tag, we can follow the section tag. And we can write the CSS X and Y for all the elements. We can write the height and width of all the elements. We can change their property using the CSS. We can change the color combination, everything. And after that, it will look similar like through the HTML and CSS also. So that step we are going to enter into. Today, see, I came here in institute somewhere, usual time, 7:40, 6:42 I reached here. And after that, I on my laptop and I on one more laptop. This laptop was on only and I was waiting. In mind one, something was running like class is 7 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
See, I was here. Today I came early than every day.
Okay.
7:42 I reached in the institute. Okay. And I on the laptop, I was sitting here. I started doing another laptop. Then 7:03, I saw someone message me. Then I realized, oh, I was supposed to log in 6:45. Even today, no one came here. Earlier, like some people was coming here, one or two people. Today, no one has come. All join online only. I was waiting for the 7 o'clock.
I thought today leave only. That's why I think. Sorry, sir.
And all, I will update one day before or maybe 2 hours before I will message in the group.
Okay. Sorry, sir. Thanks. Yeah.
If anything, night time only there will be, it will not be sudden plan. Sometime like not well or something will happen, but if anything planned means one day before only update in the group.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, then we will enter in the CSS from tomorrow. Okay, and then we will see what extra benefit we can get from the CSS.
Okay, sir. Bye. Thanks.
Okay, sir, we can log out.
Sir, is there any WhatsApp group, sir, that has been maintained?
WhatsApp group is there. The Kirtana will add you both, like Sunita and Samya.
Okay, sir.
To her number, no, I will ask her to add in the group today.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, sir. Then bye.